Hey everyone, welcome to Organizational Communication 201 Online. I swear it wasn't intentional, but the background matches my sweater. It's a chroma key, so if you're tech savvy, you'll know some of the limitations. Maybe I'll go with a brick wall for the next video. My name is Michael Blight, Professor Blight, Professor B if you want to call me that, if it's easier for you. I've been teaching at DePaul for 2 years now, and this is the second section of Organizational Communication 201 Online, but my third section overall. Actually, the first time that I taught at DePaul was teaching this. And I've been teaching for just about 6 years. I'm in the process of finishing my PhD at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee in communication, but my research isn't necessarily looking at organizational communication, but I'll get to that in a second. My research is looking at a website called twitch.tv, if any of you are familiar with it. The quick recap or quick review of what Twitch is: it's a website where people can go online and stream themselves playing video games or doing a variety of different tasks, but it started off as a video game streaming website, and other people can tune in and watch these individuals. If we were to go to twitch.com, we would see hundreds of thousands of users. I think there's somewhere in the range of 60 million active Twitch viewers each month. So I'm looking at how different individuals build and really create these online communities where people tune in and day out. It's similar to traditional television in a lot of ways in that we have viewership that comes on. We know every Monday there's a new episode of Law and Order. We also know every Monday there's a new streamer or there's someone who is consistently streaming for that community. And so we follow the schedule and act a lot like traditional media. But that's not really pertinent at all to what we do in this class. And the reason why I teach this class, and I suppose the qualifications that I have with that, is my undergraduate degrees in public relations. And I spent the past couple of years as a consultant within the Chicagoland area looking at PR firms and also digital agencies and how it is that they individually are able to make awesome products and help to control the management and leadership roles in those companies. So some of my responsibilities have included helping to design curriculum to help train leaders and managers to become better managers on sort of two fronts. The first front is how to train managers to be managers when it's their first time, but also the second wave of this is how is it that we help to retrain or maybe reassess the skill set that these current managers have, because just because you have the role as a manager doesn't mean you're a good manager. We have the Peter Principle, which essentially stipulates that you will continue getting promoted and promoted and promoted until you can no longer fulfill the job responsibilities that your job role has listed. And so the basic idea here is how is it that we help to assess, help to build out a successful organization and build what we talk about a lot in this class, build a successful organizational culture. And the culture of an organization that's been around for 5 years is pliable in some ways. You can manipulate it, but the organizational culture for a company that has been there for 40 years is a little bit different. There are some things that are already enacted, already in motion. So that's where I come in. That's where all my expertise is in. I work with a bunch of people when it comes to the hiring process, the firing process. So when we get into the resume and the cover letter building part of this, I've gone through hundreds, if not thousands, of cover letters through the interviewing process. When it comes to mock interviewing, I've been the interviewer, I've been the interviewee, so I have a lot of those skills and expertise already built up. And on the other end of this, also as an interviewee as well, I've been denied or rejected for job opportunities. So I'm speaking from a place of not only do I get it, I've been on the other side of the table interviewing you, asking you the questions, but I've also been someone who's looking for a job right out of undergrad. I've been someone who, as a graduate student, was looking for consulting opportunities, went in, talked to a potential client, and things just didn't click. So I've had a lot of the successes and failures that are necessary to really understand all of these components. You'll see that I talk a lot with my hands. But that's me. That's my research. That's my sort of business background in a way. My rule of thumb with business right now is I take on one client each year, and usually the retainer is for about a year-long period. When we think about this, we're really trying to understand how is it that we can build up your skill set in this class, and hopefully you'll be able to understand and make sense of all of this. But on a more personal level, I'm from Chicago. I'm a Chicagoan. I'm from the north side of Chicago. I'm a huge basketball fan. I would venture to say that I know more about basketball than probably the top people of average viewership. And I love teaching. This is something that I've been doing and want to continue doing for a long time. So I'm really glad to have you in the class, and hopefully we find ways to make it an enjoyable class and find ways that we can help you, even though it's an online format, help you gain success out of this class, whether it be helping set you up with a career center or figuring out ways that perhaps within the classroom we can build a network of people to get you into positions to succeed. But yeah, welcome. Again, I'm Professor Blight. I also have a number of videos that will keep coming with each module, talking about the different chapters. So hopefully you won't find my voice terribly boring, and if you do, maybe you'll just read the PowerPoints instead in the textbook. So yeah, hope to talk to you soon.